Hey everyone, I'm here. We're about ready to go. We're going to start bag 9. How does it look and sound? TGIF. We're building UCS Y-Wing. This was a used set that I rebagged, renumbered bags. So number 9, we're going to start the engines. And it looks like it's the engines on both sides that we're working on now. So bag 9 is going to be a good chunk of building. So let's get at her. You do a little bit of sorting first. Hey, Mr. Blue. Long time no see, buddy. Everything sound good in your end? Just running with single camera tonight. It's just easier. Especially when I'm not 100% prepared. You know what I mean? Let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Couple coin pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Right on. Thanks, Nate. Just a little sort. It's not going to be an all bricks count sort, but just enough where I can maybe find things. Hope you're having a good Friday. I imagine you're going to be popping into a few streams tonight. I think there's lots of people on a Friday night. I know Macro's got a stream going. They're starting shortly, I think, okay? or in an hour, something like that. Give or take. Actually, this doesn't be too bad. Like, the sort, it's actually pretty easy to find things so far. Oh, excuse me. There. Good enough. Yeah. Yeah, no. My wife's out of town tonight, so made it a little easier. The kids are all settled and doing their own thing, so made it a little easier for me to set aside a little bit of time for myself. All right, we're on step 214. I'm looking forward to hammering the rest of this set out so I can move on to something new. I haven't built a Y-Wing in a couple of years. I had the Rogue One set. And I know I sold a few sets a couple of years ago, and something tells me I know I broke it down. I can't remember if I actually sold that one or not. I've been okay. Health-wise, pretty good. And health-wise, good. Work's been going good. I've been putting myself through some schooling, some online courses to kind of further myself with my job. And I just completed level 2 of that, so I got one more level for next year, and then I can write my red seal exam and get that out of the way. In the end, it'll mean a little more income, so that's always good. And it comes with some grant money too that I can apply for. So that's a positive. But I tell you what, if you would have asked me about 3 years ago if at 40 years old I'd be more or less going back to school, I would have chuckled. But yeah, not something I would have ever planned, but it's actually pretty good because I can do most of it from work. My company is actually really good about it, and it's something they're really pushing for their parts techs to do. So pretty much all of my schooling I've done in our slow season. So I'm actually doing it while I'm working. And yeah, I haven't had to do a whole lot of anything from home. So there's not too many people that could say they're furthering their education at the same time as getting paid to sit there and do online courses and stuff like that. Like, how many businesses are willing to pay you to do schooling? Not many, I bet. Not many. And does it matter which way I do this? Probably not. I can just do that. How have you been, Mr. Blue? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Hope you've been doing all right. I know I kind of was absent for a bit again. Every now and then I just kind of got to take a break. For me, at least, it was nothing health-wise again. Little health scares, just, I don't know, just need a little break. Every now and then you seem to lose that passion for YouTube, even Lego as a whole. Sometimes you gotta stop and my focus turned to family and stuff like that. Got Christmas out of the way. Well, Christmas is long out of the way now. We're almost 3 months past it now. I have added more channels to my channel on YouTube. Oh, you're talking like your favorites channels kind of thing. I haven't looked at that on mine in a while. I know I added a few. That's a long time ago. I know I'm subbed to a lot of stuff, as I guarantee, yeah, you definitely are. Because it seems like whenever I pop into a stream, you're there. Whenever I go check somebody's stream out, you're already there. Almost guarantee we're following pretty much the same people. All right, so that was step 222. I should just be doing this step 222. I wonder if we're just going back. I bet we are. Yeah, don't worry about it. I was going to say I could go back and maybe just redo or do it twice over, but I think my attention span, I'll just make a mistake, so maybe I just do one at a time. Rather than fudge something up. I spend most of my time with the leg community on YouTube. Yes, that I know. It's how do I want to say it? Need more people like you that supports just about everyone. Big channels, small channels. You check out, take the time to give things a watch. And I'm sure I've said it before, I'll say it and I'll say it again. I do appreciate when you check things out. Not like I'm pushing to be ever get monetized or anything like that. It's just, this is all for fun, but when you see people commenting on your videos and overall enjoying what you're trying to put out there, it makes it satisfying. really does. And I don't know. I could just build off camera at home here, but it's fun doing it in front of other people and actually having other people on chatting while you're doing it. I know I'm not doing that the last couple times here, but sometimes that can be too distracting as well, having too many people on trying to keep up a conversation. For me, I get distracted, and that's when I end up making mistakes. Because I know, I guess that was Wednesday when I streamed. I caught myself a couple times just making mistakes in between, just checking to see questions in the chat. My old brain not being able to keep up with things. How does Toby Keith say, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was? I'll let Toby sing it. What other streams are you gonna check out tonight, Nate? Or I'm sure Macro. Any other ones?
That looks good, Dad.
You like it?
I got a small one.
My kiddo is off screen here. Keep me company. You can watch TV as long as you keep the volume down. It's okay.
I'm kind of bored from it now.
You're bored from it.
Yeah.
He's in his jammies, so we were keeping him off screen. Big Nate Bricks, just dropping by to drop a like. All done for the day. I appreciate it. Are you, Big Nate? Are you streaming on Sunday? Your normal time? Yes, Nathan.
Guess we'll see if I'm babysitting tomorrow.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, exciting. Should be fun.
We got 3 Nates. I got one here, and there's 2 in the chat. Sunday evening.
Trying to build that set too.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
My Nathan here, he's building the helicarrier, the newer playset.
Peace. Oh, Dad, we're doing like stuff with like leadership, and we had to like find quotes, and I found one. I was like, "Don't let yesterday take up too much of today."
That's a good quote. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. I guess leave yesterday in the past, like what he meant. Those are good words to follow. Just because you had a bad day yesterday, don't let it get to you today. I know my wife sometimes lets things get to her. Bad day at work, bring it home. Gotta leave that at work. My boy is smart beyond his years. Axle. Trans purple, I guess. I'm using my phone as a webcam, and I got it up here, and it, you know what? It is kind of grainy from what I can see, but I'm by no means ready to piss around and invest in a good webcam. Not for a hobby. At least not yet. I think it's good enough for everything I do with it.
Can you not have chips?
You already had your snack tonight, guys.
It's fine.
That's creepy. Oh. And where are we? Step 241.
Has that tie interceptor not been done in a while? Has it? Tie interceptor?
Interceptor?
It's the one we have is blue. Which means it's old. Really old.
There's been different variants. Like there was Kylo Ren's is basically an interceptor.
What is it really?
What, you're saying it's not one?
I'm saying it's not Imperial. An Imperial one. I just don't like the one.
Well, it's First Order.
First Order, yeah.
So there's an engine. It's like 8 to 9 inches long.
Yeah, but don't we, Jack? It's over there.
Yeah, Nathan. Where is... What the heck here? Nathan, you go do your own thing. Please. Well, you go upstairs and hang out with Al. Bear with me here. Love you too, Nathan. don't know. For some reason, I think I'm missing. Let's go back. Back and do her over again. For some reason, to me, it looked like I used up some pieces that I wasn't supposed to use up completely. I don't know. I got a funny feeling. And there's the downside to rebagging something from the instructions. I don't know whether there's any resources where you can do it, but it'd be kind of nice if they would have a set and they break it down bag for bag and say, okay, these are the pieces that were in this bag, rather than you have to go back through the instructions. I don't know. Does anyone know? Because I know for me, I just did it for that simple reason where I wanted to have the enjoyment of the original build rather than having a great big pile of bricks where obviously I don't have the table room. I'd have to have it sorted out over a couple tables and going back and forth. I've done that before. I had to do it when I did both my Death Star builds. My Death Star 2 and the first rendition of the first Death Star. I had parts strewn across the table, and then in our spare bedroom I had strewn across the bed. Which is kind of a nightmare. Up and down several hundred times. Hey, you guys, cut it out. So, what can we talk about? Anyone seen any movies lately? Anyone caught up on Star Wars related stuff? I know I'm caught up on Bad Batch and Mandalorian from this week. Maybe we should steer clear of that though, in case not everyone's caught up on it, I guess. But I don't know, when you get past 2 or 3 days, usually everyone's had a chance if they wanted to watch it, but should have been able to find time for, well, even Bad Batch, 20 minutes. 20 minutes to watch an episode. I know for me, I'm not too picky when it comes to Star Wars content. I'll take the good with the bad. Uh-oh. Shazam. All bricks count is here. Wonder how good my microphone is. Did anyone pick up the kids snarking at each other upstairs? They're getting to the age where two of them, they love each other unconditionally, but oh man, do they know how to fight. If one doesn't want the other around, look out. Just got back from a dinner at Mom's. Oh, it's your wife's birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, her birthday was last week. But the family we tend to stretch things out over the week. Oh, you have to do that sometimes. Everyone's got busy schedules. Try and make it work best you can, eh? Didn't hear the kids, but I'm also being on the wife's TV show, so it's hard to hear the little things. Well, see, mine's not home, so I don't have to compete with her for the TV, but it means I have to compete with the kiddos for the TV. Lately, it's been wifey gets it the first part of the night. So, Big Brother Canada and Bachelor. And then it's usually my turn. And then Nathan calls dibs on the TV in the basement. So it's streaming YouTube. And then my daughter, bless her soul, would be reading. So she's starting to read adult books. She's just cruising. I think she said she's read like 9 or 10 decent sized books this month already. Like she's just cruising. You know what? I didn't bother to get anything set up. So just the way I've got it set right now. I'm using the phone. I use the phone to set up the stream. I always find where it's a pain in the butt is trying to use the laptop to pull the audio and stuff in. I don't know. I always get echo and crap. And if I have to do that, then I've got those damn earbuds in and crap. That's why it's easier for me just at the moment. I can set up the one screen and I've just got YouTube running on the laptop so I can watch the chat just with a little bit of delay. But once I get this build out of the way, I'm kind of like you. I've got the new bricks. I've got a couple episodes kind of waiting. What was I going to say? one big reveal and several small reveals. So probably next time, once I kind of get my ducks in a row, I'm going to do the small ones. And I think that one I'll probably do live, like we have done. But I think the big reveal, I might make a separate haul video. I think I'm not 100% sure. It's just something I'm throwing around. Sometimes I find if I do its own video, I get more views, but I don't know. It's trade off, eh? If you get more views, but you get less watch time. But I know sometimes my live streams I get like bugger all for watch time too. So I don't know. I guess I'm not doing it for the views and the watch time. I'm just doing it to share it. Period. But what are your plans, Rick? Are you doing anything tonight yourself? I imagine if you're not tonight, you're probably tomorrow night or something. Actually, I can't remember, you were talking about doing. Are you planning new bricks? I can't remember. I haven't been that active in our chat lately either, so.
Ella went to bed.
You're off bed?
No, Ella went to bed.
Okay.
She got fallen asleep.
Okay. Thank you, Nathan. You can watch TV upstairs.
What's that or something? No, I had to build one of my bags in my set.
Not this time of night. Nothing particular. I was going to clean the little mess still on the desk. You're off, Mr. Blue. Thanks for stopping in. If you end up popping into another stream, I'll probably peek in and see you there later. Like I said, probably macros. I'll peek in. Still talking about road. We are still talking about road trips this summer. Not figured out yet. We're actually the same. We've kind of got one planned out. We've talked to the kids about it. We're talking about going to Wisconsin. Have you heard of that Wisconsin Dells, Rick? I'm sure you have. It's like a bunch of big water parks and stuff, outdoor water parks. So we're thinking of making the drive for that, which I'm pretty excited for. I think it'll be fun. All the kids are old enough now too. Find out if Dad can hurt himself on a big water slide. We did West Edmonton Mall. That's already a couple of years, 2 years ago, last time we went. I have a blast there. But Chantel wants to do something different, so Chantel gets what she wants. Shocking. I think so. I'm considering a road trip to Minnesota. I'll go to Brickmania. Bring your checkbook. or bring several credit cards. When was I in Minnesota? That would have been the fall of 2000. Was the last time I was in Minnesota. That was through college. That's a long time ago. I guess I wasn't missing any parts. Like I thought I was. Is that it's loose? Why is that sticking? Last minute expert. You're saying I'm the last minute expert? Oh, that. Yeah. Took me a second to think of what you meant. That means as far as last minute firing up a stream. No plans, just jumping right into a stream. So we got two engines down, bag 9. So I guess we're gonna do bag 10. We're on step 243. Those engines are, I'm saying that's like, that'd be like 8.5, 9 inches long. Actually doing these engines, this is so far is probably my favorite bags I've built, maybe other than doing the cockpit, just for the simple fact, no greebling. It's kind of satisfying using bigger pieces and not having to fumble around with a bunch of small stuff. I know. Thanks for pointing it out. You couldn't help yourself, eh, Rick? Leave it to Rick to point out the obvious. Oh. What did they say? It wouldn't be. Oh. What's his name? It's not a Brickatech stream unless you drop something on the floor. Isn't that what he always said? Trying to think. This was back. Well, it would have been 6 weeks, 2 months ago, I was watching, so that Greg, the Brickitect, he's got like a gaming channel, and he was playing, of course, typical farm kid. He's playing the newest farm simulator game, and haven't absolutely, he had no clue what he was doing. It was freaking hilarious. So actually, I was one of the few in the chat that kind of knew what pieces of equipment were for what and this and that. So I actually got to actually talk in the chat back and forth with him. It was kind of cool. Trying to tell him what he needed for what. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it's got to be damn near 2 months ago now. And I was kind of disappointed because it actually ended up, I'm watching it and like, this actually looks like it would be fun. And they don't make that game. They stopped making it for the Switch. So I was kind of disappointed. You can get it for all the newer platforms, but they don't do it for Nintendo. I don't know if they lost the license, just how that all happened, but yeah. I went to try and search it out and it's like, no, can't get it. Kind of a bummer. And the older versions of the game aren't near as good as the newer ones. Because I could still buy the older versions of the game online, but I wasn't about to waste. Well, wasted money in worse ways, but figured $30 spent on something that I'm just going to be disappointed in and never play again. I figured no sense of wasting my money. And you get it for a computer, but there's no sense in me buying something for a computer when my laptop isn't probably strong enough to do video games on. So. Okay, so this has to clip where. Let's go to so. I may as well. We're going. I'm gonna try and build both at the same time. See if I can't do it without having a screw up. I'm not sure why, but those look like Jedi vibrators. Dude. Jedi ticklers. let's not make this into one of those after dark streams. I remember popping into a couple of those streams and I'm like, what the hell's going on? What did I stumble into? You know, for that deep back pain. Rick, did you take your, sounds like you took your back pills a little too early tonight. One, two, three, four. 4. 4. My tea sticks. I don't know what the hell you call these. They look like that piece that used to go and you'd follow, try and find water, underground water. The witchcraft thing. I remember watching an episode of Corner Gas, something about Brent's mom, Emma, is she could find water. And then Brent Butt was supposed to something about pass on her skills or whatever, and he tries to help this farmer find water to dig a new well, and he finds like an old septic tank or something. Not yet, a little shortly. It might be another late night. Not sleepy. Pneumatic tube to connect T connectors. Okay. I'm not up on my terminology. The T sticky things. Yeah, I was kind of surprised last night. Well, me being up that late to find you streaming like 4 hours. It's like, holy crap. At least I wasn't alone. I guess I might as well make another 4 of those because I'm going to need them. Might as well do it now. Stay. Those. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. Perfect. Displacing 2 to 300 sets takes a long time. It's like not have to move everything this time. So yeah, you were just sticking to your box. You're not moving your built sets already. You're just you're just refreshing your sealed sets behind you just to freshen it up that way, right? My back. Like I was saying last night, I've got to come up with a chair with some back support. Problem is you can't find an office chair that's inexpensive. They all cost an arm and a leg. Can't find anything on a budget these days. I was lucky. I read that. Yeah, I still got room to building. Just had to dig out 3 key sets and move the rest to make the studio look good. Yeah. You've been on quite the run. Been hammering out a lot of sets. Very impressive. 2, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4. Let's make them all that way. Yeah, I can't keep up that pace. Plus, if I did have them turn around and rip stuff apart, I would. When it gets to that point someday when I retire, I'll have plenty of building in front of me anyway. Especially at the speed I build. I need 2 more. 1. Should be 1 more. There. 4. Office chairs are stupid. Yeah, I know. Either pay 60, 150 and probably not like it, or pay $300 to $400, whatever the fuck you're actually paying for. Well, that's just it. We got finally. When did I get the? So maybe creeping up on 2 years. We finally at our parts counter got chairs with backrests, the kind of elevated chairs, so you can like jump out of them fairly quickly. And I remember my manager at the time gave us a list for Christie's, and there was like, there had been 30 chairs in there, and we thought at the start we thought, we have like 30 chairs to pick from, just pick one. And then we looked closer, and he had circled like 3 chairs. We had like 3 out of the 30 that he had okayed. They're all in a certain price range. It's like, you peckerhead. Hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have called him a peckerhead in the stream, because he knows I have a YouTube channel. Because he gives me a hard time about my username. Like, oh, because he's now our regional manager. It's like, call me a peckerhead, are you? There we go. My wife is probably going to have to tear down 50 to 100 sets to make some. Are you serious? She's built that many sets already? She's got a backlog 23 sets or so. 3 of my next 10 builds include the make a Tesla truck, UCS Lego 89 Batmobile. I thought you already. Oh no, you built the Batwing, not the Batmobile. And the Ecto 1. See, yeah, I knew you built the Batwing, so yeah, you saw the Batmobile. I thought you built the Ecto 1. I'm sure you built that already. Because I thought you did that on somebody else's stream. I can't remember which one, but I thought you already built that. Could have sworn you did. If not, which one? What did you build? For some reason I recall you building a bigger set on somebody else's stream. Big builds coming up, 2 to 3 speed chance. Yeah, Peckerhead. Watch it, watch it. Yeah, it was funny today. I don't know how he found out I had a YouTube channel. I think that I see some of the Facebook groups that I'm in. Which one? The one's called Lego Show Off. They're a public channel. They're not private. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. So that crap will sometimes pop up on my news feed because it's not private. At least I'm assuming that's how it works. And he found out. Oh, come on. All the Chris sets, Cecil stuff, brickheads. I built a small Ecto 1. Okay, that small Ecto 1 was the ideas one from a few years back. I thought you built a big one. I hadn't heard that word in a long time. Hey, Mama Lego. Now I got the movie one to build. Haven't heard the word peckerhead in a long time. I think I use that term probably daily at work because I work with a lot of peckerheads. But to be fair, I think they call me peckerhead just as much. That's a term like you would normally come up to somebody and say, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?" You say, "Hey, peckerhead." Oh, I need 2 more And they're in front of me here, but I can't see them. 3. Come on. Where the hell was the last one? Right there. 4. Well, so far so good. I think I'm doing both engines at once, and I better not jinx myself. I haven't screwed up yet. I don't think I have. Until maybe now. No. No. Oh. Damn it. I spoke too soon. This is easy. I have to fix. You figure out what I did, Rick? Here, so I don't do that again. Talked to Paisley tonight, and we saw the ultrasound, and we were calling him, and we were calling. He had a peanut or jelly bean, and she got totally upset with us and stopped laughing how mad she was getting. That's my that's what I call my daughter's peanut. She's always going to be my peanut, whether she likes it or not. Maybe should Charlie Brown. Yeah, I can't believe I just jinxed myself. Say, oh, it's going good. No mistakes. Until now. But this is an easy fix. I used the wrong length of axle. That's it. Easy fix. Speaking of Charlie Brown, anyone notice that I honestly don't think I seen any of the Charlie Brown stuff on TV this year. Like, did anyone see Charlie Brown Christmas or anything? Like, I don't think I saw it on anything. Nickname peanuts. The more I laughed, the more upset she got. No, but I rarely watch real TV and so much old stuff a lot extended on now. Yeah, the other one, and it's terrible. It's like the claymation, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That was always. I wanted to watch that every Christmas. It's not Christmas unless I see that. There's that, and the original, The Grinch, and I'm pretty sure I managed to stumble across that Rudolph one, but I don't think I could find the original Grinch made for TV movie, like one from like was that from the 60s? I did not find it. We watched the Jim Carrey version and the newer one that just came out a couple years ago. We watched all of them, but no original. Seven. Oh, where's number 8? There's number 8. And 8 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, isn't it sad? Like a lot of the stuff from my childhood is like long gone. Long gone, and good chance it'll never come back. See, we still, for some reason, we still have regular, like for us, it's in Dell MTS TV. For some of the HGTV shows that my wife watches, well, then I end up watching them. But 95% of the stuff on there, we don't watch it. But at the same time, we pay through the nose for the couple of channels that we do watch. It's just stupid. And please, no spoilers. I finally got around to watching Game of Thrones. Buddy of mine at work downloaded the first season here for me a week ago. So it's like, was it 10 episodes? I finally watched the first season. And actually, it was good. I thought I enjoyed it, but so I watched that, and now I've got the first 3 episodes to watch. That was all the room I had on my flash drive. The first 3 episodes of is it called The Last of Us? I think it's called. Does that sound right? That's that show with with the Mandalorian, I guess, Pedro Pascal. So I gotta watch that, and then I can get him download more for me. So besides finishing building this and not totally ignoring my kids, I've got lots of TV to watch. Wife negotiated 150-ish for Rogers for high-speed internet, 2 4K boxes for cable, plus we have 4 to 5 streaming services. It's too much money to pay to watch TV. Yes, it is. Isn't that funny how, well, we haven't had it stolen away from us yet, but I'm piggybacking Netflix with my old boss, with Peckerhead. And then I'm sharing my Disney Plus with him. And then I have Amazon, so I have Amazon Prime Video. So there's 3. And I had debated on getting Crave, which I guess if I got Crave, then I could, then I'd have Game of Thrones, right? So who knows, in the end, I might just get Crave, because there's a bunch of stuff on Crave that I know I'd watch. See how it goes. Wow, those are getting long. And yes, that's what she said, Rick. Gonna toss 2 services this year. Games was great. First 4 to 5 seasons. Last of Us haven't watched it yet. Daughter want to watch it. Yeah, and everyone at work's talking about how good The Last of Us is. Like, look at how length is the engine. So that's, I say the finger span, that's 8 inches. Like, that's like 16 inches long. Another 4 of those. There's 4th that, and 2 round tiles. Thought Mando was stupid this week. Yeah, that whole, basically you got the first like 8 minutes at the start and the last 8 minutes of one part of it, and then like the bulk of it was totally different. I meant they're gonna tie that in one way or another, but yeah, it was kind of boring. Most of that episode, I was kind of, yeah, I was disappointed with it. I like the second episode was way better than this week's, in my opinion. Watch Mando tomorrow. I wondered that Picard, like it's got a lot of the OG characters in it from that's what do you call that Next Generation, which I never really. It was always on as a kid, but I never watched it really. But I think now it's a lot better. Just from little clips I've seen, it looks like there's actually some action in it. Really, so it's probably good. Cars on the back burner. Yeah, same here. Crave is one I don't have, but likely get soon. Same here. Must resist joke. I know exactly what you're going to say, Rick. So you don't have to say it because I can read your mind. Tried to watch the movie that won the Oscar, but didn't enjoy it at all. It was the plot line, not the actors. So what movie, Eileen? Which one? Is that the one with the I've seen the kid from Goonies. He won an Oscar. Is that the movie you're talking? Because I've seen him pop up on Instagram a few times. Because he was in Goonies and Temple of Doom. I'm assuming that's at least my guess. That's who you're talking about. I've seen he won an award or something for a new movie. Because now I've seen stuff on Instagram that he's have like reunions with a lot of the actors and stuff that he did on in his old movies with, which is kind of cool. He took a picture of Harrison Ford or something too. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's what I thought so. I figured that's what one you're talking. I watched the Batman. Yeah, I watched that while off. Same buddy, he downloaded it onto a flash drive, and I watched it. I all I could think of was Robert Pattinson as the vampire, sparkly. And they should have made him all sparkly in a suit. Horrible as I thought, it was okay, but I just don't like Robert Pattinson, so it means everything everywhere all at once. Might watch it someday. It was like a Marvel multi-universal, too confusing. How the heck was that connect? Wasn't there? Missing something because that doesn't want to connect. Oh, there we go. You got to be really finicky with how you click when you need to. It was hard not to think it was a vampire. Yeah, I know. That's all I could. I could not shake that out of my mind of him sparkling in the sunlight or whatever. Like, I think his casting was a mistake. Yeah, Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. Like those are for me they're Batman. They'll always be Batman to me. So I remember the '89 one. I remember seeing it in theaters. That was awesome. And Val Kilmer ones obviously weren't as good, but they were okay. Clooney kind of killed it for me. And then I don't know if there's any in between. I cannot think of it offhand, but Bale was the best for me. Can't shake the vampire image. Yeah, want to see Flash movie. Oh yeah, Flash movie. There's all this controversy or something with the guy that plays Flash, and I don't know anything about it. I've just heard from people at work talking about that, but they still, I don't know, was it something they were gonna remove him and then didn't, or I don't know what that was all about. It was one of those instances where somebody made a bad comment or something and they try to like cancel culture or something. I don't know. I wish people wouldn't, these big companies wouldn't bow to the pressure just because a couple people get, for lack of a better word, butthurt about something. Because certain things we grew up with, there was no issue with it back then, and all of a sudden now everyone's got a big problem with it. I don't know. I guess I'll just stop there, but it's sad. '89, Keaton's Batman Theater, Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, Keaton as Batman, Ford as Indy. Is Keaton's back as Batman, or is that just you're wishing for that? Is that what you mean? Because I know Harrison is back. Surely that'll be the last time. But if Michael Keaton was coming back, that's one I didn't know about. I hadn't heard anything about. Flash actor is politically and socially very active. Oh, okay, so yeah. Kind of like, and I know totally she made a bad comment. I can't remember what it was about, but I know it was very bad. So she did it to herself, but what was I going to say? Oh, what was it? She was like a MMA fighter or something, wasn't she? She's the sheriff on The Mandalorian or whatever, right? Did I get that half a turn out? Those are supposed to be in between. So that one's right. And these ones are half a turn out. Oh, he's in the Flash movies. Oh, Keaton's. Oh, I think I see what you mean. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Cara Dune. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't think of her name. Yeah, she was an MMA fighter or something, was she not? She might return. Disney might have relaxed a little bit because they sure dumped her fast. Still a series might be bad too. She was supposed to be in. Yeah, there was something a spinoff, right? Yeah, is that the Acolyte or something? Is that what it was called? I know there was something called the Acolyte. Yeah, she's a real deal. I remember in the first episode that of Mandalorian she was in, and there's that fight scene with Mando, and she flips him over and like dumps him right on his head, like just beat the crap out of him. It was pretty cool. If you slow it down, she literally like flips him over right on his lid. But heard over her comments that Disney canceled her. Yeah, and like I think she made like definitely made a bad comment or something, but like they were really quick to just like, yeah, no, you're done. Just bang, just like that. But that's the way things are now. You don't even get the chance to like make things right and say, hey, I said something, I spoke my 2 cents on something, and I know I was out of line. No, it's just like you're gone, bye, you're done. You don't even get a chance to. I guess there's to a point maybe you say something so bad you can't take it back, but I don't think it was. Yeah, no. Disney was so mean jerk about her, which is funny because Pascal was so shafted. You watch some of the stuff that Pedro Pascal, yeah, like he's very active, and he's actually really funny. He is really funny. Some of the stuff that they've had him do online, just it's pretty good. You'd have to watch it. like I'm on Instagram and stuff like that, but I know there's other people at work are way more active than me, and like they're always showing me stuff on there. There's some good stuff there to watch. There's no road to redemption ever to exert whatever power that wipes someone else out. Yeah, pretty much. And you know what? You might be right in what you said, but if somebody doesn't like it, guess who they side with? You can cry wolf, and it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, they're going to side with the person that cries wolf. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way I see it. Where are we at here? We are over an hour and a half. Making okay time. I'm not the world's fastest builder, so. And I made my typical like 2 or 3 mistakes that I had to fix. Shocking. Shocking, not shocking. Alright, where does this go? It goes on this end. Here. That. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I made the right call in doing this step, doing both sides at the same time, because I think I would have still been at this for another like half hour if I hadn't. Yeah, I think I made the right call. Yeah. So I think I made some decent progress. There's a lot of pieces involved in doing those engines. And I guess technically they're not done either. There's more to go. So I got 3 more bags, which I think the first 2 are just finishing off engines, and the last is the stand. So I do that, and then I'll be able to do a review. So yeah, that about does it for tonight for me. Let me go back in the chat. So Rick, thank you for popping in. Keep me company. Eileen. Who else? else? I know we had Big Nate Bricks, and we had Mr. Blue. Did I miss anyone else? I think that covers, yeah, that covers everyone. And anyone else that has been in the chat, appreciate you hanging out with me. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next stream. We'll see if maybe I'll finish this weekend. I'm not sure. My wife's home tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. But everyone, you have a good night, good rest of your night, and we'll catch you again. Bye, everyone.